Unbelievably, some of the world's oldest communities are thriving with new life, contemporary culture, and creative reinvention rather than being dusty relics trapped in the past. Imagine strolling down alleys where historic walls whisper history, but these areas are alive with art galleries, colorful festivals, and bustling cafes. We're going to look at 11 historic towns today that have revitalized their cobblestones, demonstrating how well the past and contemporary can coexist. This is significant because rediscovering these communities may demonstrate to us how tradition and modernity can coexist, encouraging both people and visitors to embrace change and their roots. Zamość, Poland. The old town of Zamość, also referred to as a pearl of the Renaissance, is remarkably symmetrical and was formerly a planned ideal city. It has had a creative revival with art festivals, culinary innovations, and community events honoring its legacy, despite being less well-known than other Polish tourist sites. Even though it's smaller in scope, locals' commitment keeps the spirit alive despite sporadic funding issues for maintenance. Imagine enjoying a craft beer while seated in a Baroque square and joking that your Renaissance fantasies have been enhanced. Recommendations include exploring the nearby nature trails, sampling the local cuisine, and going during cultural festivals. Remaining inquisitive and encouraging guarantees that Zamość will continue to be a hidden gem. Toledo, Spain. Toledo's beautiful architecture and lively street life reflect the city's diverse Christian, Muslim, and Jewish influences. The town is booming with increased interest in flamenco, artisan crafts, and cuisine after years of calm obscurity. Toledo maintains its identity, despite occasionally struggling to strike a balance between local life and tourism. Imagine joking that your shoes just had a history education while strolling across the historic bridges. Seeking out local guides and adopting a leisurely, unrushed pace enhance the experience for tourists. Toledo can flourish as a living museum with a contemporary pulse by remaining patient and involved. Quebec City, Canada. French colonial beauty and a vibrant cultural calendar infuse Quebec City's small alleyways and fortified walls with vitality. The community's love of festivals, cuisine, and music guarantees a dynamic scene, despite the challenging task of preserving heritage in the face of increasing tourism and harsh winter weather. Imagine joking that you've just joined a centuries-old winter party while enjoying a cup of hot maple cider next to a snow-covered Chateau Frontenac. Advice: to properly experience the city's essence, dress warmly in the winter, visit local markets all year long, and go to outdoor festivals. You can appreciate Quebec's ageless vibrancy by remaining warm and inquisitive. Matera, Italy. Once abandoned Matera, known for its historic cave houses known as Sassi, has been rehabilitated and named the European Capital of Culture. The city, which has a rich history that dates back thousands of years, is today bustling with boutique hotels, trendy restaurants, and galleries of contemporary art. Even if fragile cave homes are still difficult to preserve, Matera's makeover serves as an example of a sustainable renaissance. Imagine joking that you have discovered the first Airbnb while exploring the maze of caverns in the moonlight. The intricate history is explained to tourists through guided tours, and this remarkable legacy is preserved by patronizing local craftspeople. Maintaining civility and involvement brings new vitality to Matera's past. Tallinn, Estonia. The historic old town of Tallinn is an intriguing mix of cobblestone squares and Gothic spires, with surprisingly active tech and design culture. This medieval city is now a center of modern innovation, thanks to Estonia's digital government efforts, demonstrating that the old and the new can coexist together. Seasonal visitor surges can present occasional difficulties, but navigating the city is made simple by its small size and first-rate public transportation. Imagine joking that your smartphone just outsmarted a 15th century merchant while sipping a specialty beer at a bar that dates back hundreds of years. Suggestions include downloading useful city apps, going to local markets for genuine crafts, and exploring on foot. You may better appreciate Tallinn's distinctive fusion of innovation and tradition by being tech-savvy and receptive. Dubrovnik, Croatia. The UNESCO-listed old town of Dubrovnik, dubbed the Pearl of the Adriatic, is encircled by imposing stone walls that provide a sea view. Despite being a popular tourist destination and a well-known star of popular television shows, it keeps reinventing itself through festivals, innovative cuisine, and cultural events. Local efforts promote sustainable tourism and historical preservation in spite of the stresses of summer heat and cruise ship crowds. Imagine joking that you have just become the star of your own epic narrative while standing atop the city walls and watching the sunset turn the red roofs yellow. Try going early in the morning or late at night to get the most out of Dubrovnik and check out the more sedate areas around it. You can sustainably appreciate its magic by remaining aware of its impact. Rothenburg ob der Tauber, Germany. This medieval town straight out of fairy tale is well known for its year-round Christmas markets, timber homes, and immaculately kept walls. The authenticity that residents value is occasionally threatened by visitor saturation, but Rothenburg has skillfully struck a balance between welcoming and preservation. Imagine walking down its cobblestone streets, spotting the night watchman, and laughing that you might have entered a real-life medieval film set. Travelers can enjoy a more tranquil experience by going outside of the busiest holiday seasons, and supporting regional crafts helps preserve traditions. By remaining engaged and courteous, Rothenburg continues to be a bright example of classic charm flourishing in a modern setting. Valparaiso, Chile, with its vibrant homes and street art. Valparaiso, which is perched on hills with a view of the Pacific Ocean, embodies the spirit of a historic port city. Once beset by urban deterioration and economic downturn, recent redevelopment initiatives have transformed it into a bohemian haven teeming with street cafes, galleries, and music venues. The city's earthquake susceptibility is still a worry, of course, but continuous engineering initiatives combine resilience and preservation. Imagine spreading a joke about your newfound ability to climb steep slopes while taking pictures from a stairwell covered with graffiti. Wear comfortable shoes when you come, and if you want to learn more about the painting's intriguing history, attend a guided tour. You can encounter Valparaiso's ancient soul and contemporary heartbeat if you remain inquisitive and ready. Essaouira, Morocco. Essaouira is a windy seaside town with lively marketplaces and centuries-old fortress walls that blend with the scent of the ocean. This historic Portuguese fortress city has had a comeback as a center for surfers, artists, and cultural events. The town adopts sustainable techniques to preserve its legacy in spite of sporadic concerns about drought and the pressure of growing tourists. Imagine strolling through its maze-like Medina with a surfboard in hand, the salty air in your hair, and a joke that you just stepped back in time to the pirate era. Visitors should stay away from the hottest parts of the summer and observe local traditions, particularly during celebrations. By remaining considerate, Essaouira will continue to be a gem where the past and present coexist harmoniously. Lviv, Ukraine. Every building in the magnificent city of Lviv has centuries of history, and every nook seems like it belongs in a novel. Lviv, which is well known for its UNESCO World Heritage Old Town and exquisite Austro-Hungarian architecture, has recently gained popularity among musicians, artists, and coffee drinkers. Political upheaval and economic changes have presented the city with significant obstacles, yet this only serves to strengthen its enduring allure. While street musicians play songs and joke that time here bends like the spiral of a Baroque column, picture yourself enjoying a cup of locally roasted coffee in a Baroque cafe. Useful advice: pay attention to any current travel advisories and take in the fine details by walking around. By being knowledgeable, you may appreciate Lviv's classic charm with a contemporary twist. These 10 historic towns serve as a reminder that history is dynamic and that innovation and tradition can coexist by embracing fresh concepts and a sense of community. Please like this video, subscribe for future adventures into the world's living history, and leave a comment letting me know which old town you will want to visit next if you like learning about how these timeless locations still function today. Like the communities themselves, your support keeps these stories alive and thriving.